This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too-big-to-fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. You got to check out this video on the BJ and Migs page of KISW.com. There's a saxophone player at a church service who's pretty bad.
Uh-oh. Nice.
Yeah. And really, I mean, look, sometimes church bands, they got to get what they got. I mean, what are you going to do?
Dude, well, as a guy who has done worship teams and things along those lines, there are times where you show up and you're just like, oh man, the drummer wasn't able to make it, huh? And you just you grab like somebody who kind of can keep a beat, so you're like, yeah, good luck to you. Or like, a random guitarist, and you're just like, yeah, he's pretty low in the mix, and I think there's a reason why.
Yeah. Well, it's
saxophone though, that's a loud instrument. You can't really bury it in the mix. Like at our worship team, every once in a while the saxophone player comes and he's awesome. And it's like, whenever I'm like getting to play with him, I'm like, this is sick. Because I never get to play with a saxophone player. Like I typically play in like either noisy punk bands or loud rock bands. Like it's very rare that they're like, and now a saxophone solo. But at church it happens and it's sweet.
Yeah. It's sweet if the guy's kind of good.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it sounds like this guy gets every single note wrong.
There's a guy sitting next to him and just looks dumbfounded.
Yeah.
With an awesome mullet, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
It's like every once in a while it almost sounds okay and then honk.
Yeah, he's about to get it. Everyone's got to play saxophone for the first time in their life at some point.
Yeah. So why not church?
Yeah, it's a perfect stage for it right there.
At least he didn't squeak.
True.
Like, where you overblow.
Excuse me?
I hate when that happens.
Yeah.
That hasn't happened since college, though. Oh, my gosh. I would have loved to have been there. That would have made church awesome. Because I'd be just like, babe, quiet. I'm watching this guy play.
You'd stay awake for it.
I would not fall asleep.
Oh, yeah. She'd be able to save all of her, candy treats.
Oh, at least until the sermon part.
Yeah. Wow.
That's impressive.
It's impressive, and boy, man, I feel badly for the guy because, man,
attempts were made.
Well, when you're in front of people and you don't know why they're giving you the weird looks, and you're not aware, you think you're doing okay. And I've been in that situation where my zipper was down and I did not know why the audience was laughing in all the weird places. And I'm just like, it's not like they're not laughing at all. They're just not laughing at the punchlines. And it was, it's terrifying to go, what is happening here? If you're unaware of your badness.
When you're the punchline and you don't even know, that sucks.
Well, this poor guy probably was unaware until it made it on YouTube.
Yeah, now I think
viral.
Yep.
John, did you see what you're on the internet? Why?
why. I knew after the comedy show. I knew, oh, man, did I know that. Oh, now I know why the crowd was the way it was. Oh, it's a beating. And they're like, you just suck. Get out.
Do you feel like that guy might be like a sub? And they're like, yeah, Mark couldn't make it today. So King John, you play the sax. Yeah, no problem. And then all of a sudden after church, they call Mark. And Mark, we swear to God, and we mean it. If you don't come next week, you're in trouble.
That's the poor dude who's like, when was the last time you played sax? Oh, like 20 years ago in high school.
Yeah.
I've heard stories of people like going, like they have a day off and they get called into work and they happen to already be altered. Like, sure, I'll come into work. I'm not high or drunk or anything. I'm wondering if there was something like that. I'm just going to go to church. I'm going to smoke a little something.
Or maybe he dipped into the wine before everyone else did.
Exactly, something. He's like, I'll be fine. They're like, hey, buddy, can you do this for us?
Call it up to the big leagues there.
Like, yeah, I can.
I feel like the worship bands get the best musicians, though. You got that guy, and then you have, remember the drummer that didn't belong at a church?
Oh,
do you remember that video?
Rocking out.
He was rocking out, twirling the drumsticks, banging his head. Get those two together. That's like the ultimate. They'd sell out the Show Center.
Yeah.
Well, at least sell one ticket, and that would be me.
The church band rejects.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, we're going to do this. All right, there you go. We're putting on a tour. Hey, we got this guy that just found out that his wife was having an affair, and she secretly had that man that she was having an affair with living in their house for a year.
Impressive.
And the husband's like, Steve will tell you all about it. He's got the Migs Report for you at 6:17.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Wenatchee is gorgeous in the spring with its lush green rolling hills, abundant wildflowers everywhere, and the views of the Columbia River. The local food scene offers an abundant selection of authentic international cuisines featuring the unique farm-fresh ingredients of the region. Wenatchee is also home to award-winning wines, handcrafted hard ciders, and a talented handful of local brewers producing fine craft beers. Visit Wenatchee, the heart of Washington State.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too big to fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Want to create a lifetime of memories this spring? Do you remember the joy of jumping as a child? If only there was a way your own kids could experience that same joy safely. Spring Free Trampoline has been engineered to eliminate 90% of product-related injuries. The Spring Free design boasts no springs and a flexible enclosure and proudly offers a 10-year warranty. That's peace of mind. Lock in your ultimate backyard safe space before summer arrives. Visit springfreetrampoline.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle.
Well informed on the issues of the day? Not this guy. Live from the KISW News Center in downtown Seattle, this is the Migs Report.
Well, thanks, you guys. Thanks to Kia Up You All for giving us the Migs Report. And today's a special day. Today, all of you texters, you Facebook messengers and Twitter trolls have to be nice to us because today is National Radio Day.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Yes.
you have to be nice.
So there's a rule. You have to be nice to the radio people today.
What do you think the chances are that won't happen?
Well, I give it 10 seconds we've got. If you could just be nice for 10 seconds.
That's an eternity for Twitter peoples and Facebook peoples.
Yep. And we accomplished it. Thank you, everybody, for being so nice to us. Now go back to your regularly scheduled programming. Also today, very special day. Today is Kicks for Kids Day.
Oh, yeah, baby.
All morning, during Ryan's show, during the men's room, and Taryn as well, we'll be raising money for Mary's Place, a great organization that helps out families and kids in need. And so we did this last year, and we're doing it again. We're going to raise as much money as humanly possible so that we can get all these kids that are in need brand new shoes. They get to pick the shoes that they want, so that's pretty sweet. Last year, we accomplished, I think we ended up raising over $36,000, which ended up putting shoes on all the kids' foots.
Yes, that's it.
All that good stuff. So that we're hoping to do that again. So all morning long, we are doing ridiculous stunts, BJ.
Yeah, we are. Or you are.
Hey, man, you might have to learn how to twerk. That's one of the things that's coming up.
I'm telling you right now, they better make it worth my while or I'm pulling out my own money.
So people need to just donate at KSW.com, including Justin in Mount Vernon. Congratulations. Thank you to Justin. He just said, I made my donation of $6.90. I hope it helps.
Nice.
Every amount helps. That
it will.
$6.90, if it's $69, if it's $6,969, BJ, you could get a date with Vicky.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's if someone puts a donation down of $6,969, you'll get a lunch date with Vicky, and also members of the show will be chaperoning, a.k.a. will be just there to get some free food.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I think we're going to do up to 3 of those?
Yes.
So if 3 people end up doing that donation.
Oh, wow.
That's 3 dates right there, BJ.
3 free meals for you.
Yeah. I'm more than welcome to chaperone all 3 of them.
All right, then.
I'm here for you guys. But some of our high amounts. So if we raise, so our hope and our goal for the entire day is $40,000 between us, Ryan, Men's Room, and Taryn. If we raise $40,000 this morning by 9 a.m., which is crazy, but if it does happen, your daughter is eating Dick's.
Huh?
Dick's Deluxe.
Oh, right.
She has never had red meat in her entire life. Woo! She will take a bite of a Dick's Deluxe burger this morning if we raise $40,000.
Do we have the Dicks already?
Oh, yeah.
Vicky?
Oh.
I brought so many.
She brought a lot of Dicks.
Oh, I'm excited.
Yes.
All right.
Because I love you guys and I wanted to share.
I said that I'm more than happy to eat an entire Dick's burger for $6.90, and thanks to that one donation, I'm going to be doing it.
Wow,
look at you giving up the body.
Damn.
Rev, you're giving up the body because you said that for every $1,000 raised this morning, you will eat a hot dog.
Yeah, and if people want to go on a date with Vicky, that's going to be rough on my stomach.
Yeah, because that's about 7 hot dogs right there.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
And they're already cooked and waiting for you, buddy.
They're on the hot dog roller.
We got a hot dog roller.
$15,000. Danny and Joe will do the one chip challenge. That one we need to raise by 7 o'clock because otherwise, what fun is it if we end the show and they just leave and we don't get to see them be miserable?
Okay, so there's only 40 minutes left of that.
Yes.
You said by 7, so you better. How much money we have to be?
$10,000.
So our grand total has to be at $10,000.
Yes.
Okay.
Not one person donating, just between all the rockaholics. So that's why every dollar helps. If you want to see Danny and Joe be miserable, especially Joe, he's not looking forward to that one. And then my favorite, this one could be funny, is $10,000. If we raise that this morning, Sarah has to do a body shot of Tabasco sauce off the navel of either the Rev, myself, or Danny. Will spin a wheel.
Okay.
We have the wheel.
We have the wheel.
We do have the wheel of ridiculousness.
And other stuff happening as well. Like, BJ, you'll have to take a picture of you wearing the Ride the Turtle shirt if we raise up to $7,000.
Wow, that's probably going to happen.
You're going to have to learn how to twerk if we raise $5,000 from your daughter.
So the Ride the Turtle shirt is supposedly the worst punishment. Well, actually, you're right. It is the worst punishment than twerking.
That's what the texters thought.
Yeah.
And if we raise $2,000, I'm going to have to take a pie to the face and sing Warren's Cherry Pie while people, you guys throw cherries.
Really?
Those sticky, nasty maraschino.
Yes.
Oh, the maraschino cherries.
It was easier to find those than
But I
the
hate
regular
those
ones.
cherries.
I know.
You know what? Those cherries hate you.
Well, you know what? This one man probably hates this other man because he was banging his wife.
Yeah, that's not a good
the
thing.
headline right there. This is the strangest story, BJ. A woman in Alabama, her name is Tracy. She told her husband, Frank, that there was an intruder in their house last weekend. So chaos ensued, and the intruder ended up shooting her husband in the chest, and then Frank, the husband, retaliated by shooting the intruder in the leg. They're going to be okay. But here's the weird part. The guy wasn't even an intruder. His name is Michael. He's Tracy's side piece.
What?
They've been dating for more than a year. They've been having an affair. And she's been secretly letting him stay in their house, even providing him with food.
And the husband had no idea.
Had no idea. Well,
oh, man.
This might be why. Apparently drugs are involved in this situation.
There you go.
They're not exactly sure why she told Frank that Michael was an intruder, but the cops later said that she was so high on meth that they couldn't even interview her.
Okay, then.
So those guys, they were sent to the hospital. She hasn't been charged with anything just yet, but here's one of the neighbors hearing about this story and also the sheriff's captain talking about it.
And we saw him bring out the suspect and the other man that was shot. And they both seemed to be okay. They weren't saying much. In fact, the suspect did not say a word. He looked like he was way out of it. My wife and I have lived here for 13 years. Never, ever saw anything go on like this.
It was just a very odd scene to have to work with, something that I haven't seen that particular type case in 30 plus years.
How the hell do you hide a guy for a year?
Well, I wonder if the husband's a little high, too.
That's probably...
people are in your house. We hear noises. How do you... I hear little creaks and things just from the normal house. I think I would hear noises of somebody else in there.
Well, the side piece, apparently, maybe part of how she was able to hide the guy. Like, he had limited trips to the bathroom because they found a bunch of bottles of urine in his room. So he probably was having to hide in there and not go to the bathroom because, all of a sudden, what's that toilet sound?
Do you have a room in your house that you just never visit? Because that's the only way you don't see this guy, right?
The kitchen, BJ. No.
Oh, hey.
Well, I know it's open floor. I actually do visit it all the time.
Yeah. I eat. I don't cook in the kitchen, so yeah.
No, BJ. All of my rooms I end up. Well, especially with an 18-month-old, she explores every room.
Yeah. So you got to be massively high to have somebody living in a room in your house and not even know.
We have this little weird walk-in closet on the first floor that's super short.
You're not supposed to know about that.
You got it's like an L shape. So the back part, I don't really make it back there. It's tough on the neck.
That's where I live. It's a beautiful place. I like Harry Potter in that little cupboard.
I'd like to say that's the strangest story of the day, but then you got this guy that's in Tennessee. He was arrested. He's 52 years old. He decided to jump in the river naked, hop on a log, and floated the river while singing God Bless the USA.
So far, it seems like a hell of a time.
Cops were called. His name's Troy. He refused to be rescued. At that point, I'm like, you know what? Let nature take its course. You're on a log.
This is how he wants to go out, right?
Bless USA. That's fine.
Yeah.
But a lot of people were worried because I guess they were worried he was going to go over a dam that was up ahead.
Yeah.
So then they had to track him from a helicopter. Again, he's naked on a log. This whole thing is going on.
Well, yeah, his log's on the log.
Well, eventually they finally pull him out. And they ask him, why are you naked? He says, the current must have ripped my shorts off.
Oh, right. That happens.
He also said he didn't originally grab the ropes that they were throwing towards him, and they were yelling at him because they felt that the yelling was hurting his feelings.
Yeah. Look, I'm not grabbing your damn rope if you're making me feel bad for being naked on the log. My log on a log, I think, you know what? I'm singing, and yeah, I wasn't feeling the vibe of these rescuers, man.
God bless the USA.
Yeah.
All right, Mariners, man, whoa. It looked like they were going to blow it and blow it big. They had a big lead going into the ninth. They gave up 5 runs to tie the game.
Damn.
They end up winning the game in the 11th, BJ, 9-8. So they swept the Texas Rangers. Looking good for the Mariners. Up next, Houston. That game starts at 5 o'clock tonight. Big game.
Well, yeah. If they beat Houston, then you can say that the Mariners are something. If they take this series, I'm not asking for them to win all the games, but if they can take this series.
Seahawks play tomorrow, but if you look at my handwriting on my little sheet where I wrote it down, it looks like it says the Sex Haws.
The Sex Haws. Oh, yeah, there they are, the Sex Haws.
See? Sex Haws.
Oh, all right. They're my favorite team, the Sex Haws.
I'm going to see y'all in the morning.
Yeah.
Well, they're at home tomorrow for a preseason game, against Denver. Good luck to the Sex Haws.
Yeah.
They play at 7 p.m. Sounders are playing tomorrow as well. They're in Columbus taking on the Crew. That's at 2:30. And for us wrestling fans, tonight might be a night that you want to watch some AEW wrestling.
Oh, what's happening?
Because it's the rumors, and it seems like it's actually going to happen because they're they're not doing a very good job of keeping it a secret, I think intentionally. But CM Punk making his triumphant return back into the world of pro wrestling.
Wow.
All Elite Wrestling. That's what it looks like. I'm excited. He's one of my all-time favorites. And if you watch AEW's Rampage, that's Friday nights on TNT, I believe at 10 p.m. You can just look it up and find it. But then he might be making a big surprise.
Dang,
that's awesome.
Punk's back. It's been a while, hasn't it?
Years.
Yeah.
Wore my CM Punk shirt for that reason.
Oh yeah,
that's right. That's right. CM Punk Friday, baby. Very excited. Also, I want to wear a shirt that if I get whipped cream on, it's going to be okay.
Oh, okay.
I didn't want to ruin a Seahawks shirt.
Yeah, that's fair. I hadn't thought about that. Yeah, that's a really good call.
As far as weather, 66 degrees. It's going to be chilly. You might want to pull out your hoodies.
Nice.
That's the Mix Report, and that's what's up.
Yeah. So you got it's only going to be 66?
That's what I said on my phone.
Oh, all right. Well,
perfect weather to eat hot dogs, right, Rev?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
someone just donated $25.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh, this is good. This is all good stuff. Hey, yesterday, Steve, he did get this one right.
Who played the title character in the romantic comedy Along Came Polly?
Cameron Diaz.
No.
That's something about Mary. Ben Stiller.
No.
Ben Affleck. What the hell is the guy's name?
Affleck.
Damn it.
What kind
Jennifer
of...
Aniston.
Yeah? But, I mean, you said like
No, it's
800.
too late.
Okay.
I know.
What kind of...
That was just, I needed resolution.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, he got it right. Too many guesses, though. I like how you said, what's this guy's name? And then you did come up with Jennifer Aniston, which was the proper name for the question, which wasn't a guy.
You know, sometimes my brain works in wonderful ways.
You got there eventually.
206-421-ROCK. We're playing Beat Migs. We'll do it at 647 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. What's the difference between filing for bankruptcy and credit counseling?
Credit counseling is a useful process in some circumstances, but it does show up on your credit. In fact, from a credit scoring standpoint, credit counseling shows up just like a bankruptcy, so it's going to affect your credit as negatively as filing bankruptcy. In credit counseling, the idea is that a credit counselor works with your creditors on your behalf to try to lower interest rates or work out payment plans with your creditors to pay back your debt over time. In credit counseling, you almost always pay back 100% of the debt, sometimes at lower interest. And of course, some creditors will participate in that process and some won't. So you're usually left with kind of a mixed result with credit counseling and, of course, a high payment.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Wenatchee is gorgeous in the spring with its lush green rolling hills, abundant wildflowers everywhere, and the views of the Columbia River. The local food scene offers an abundant selection of authentic international cuisines featuring the unique farm-fresh ingredients of the region. Wenatchee is also home to award-winning wines, handcrafted hard ciders, and a talented handful of local brewers producing fine craft beers. Visit Wenatchee, the heart of Washington State.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too-big-to-fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.